How's it going, guys? Welcome to today's video. This one is for Chris. It's on the same thing, Radiant Health versus Clearlight. Oh, but this is a Clearlight Premier, so a little different than the Sanctuary. It says, "Hi Matt, thank you so much for your awesome infrared sauna reviews." Well, thank you. I found your site while researching saunas and it helped me narrow my search down to the Radiant Health E2H and the Clearlight Premier IS2. Both great choices. I noticed the heating panels are taller around the sides and on the back of the Radiant Health as opposed to the Clearlight. In your opinion, will the extra bit of paneling above the head area benefit the user more, or will you get just as good a sweat in the Clearlight where the panels stop at the neck area? Thanks again for the great informative reviews. Well, thank you. Well, Chris, I've used both. I've been in saunas where the heaters don't come up past the shoulders and they stay relatively low. In theory, that's supposed to concentrate all of the infrared at your core, which is the most influential place that you could possibly have radiant heat pointed or far infrared pointed at to increase your body temperature the quickest. Now, after talking to the people that design the Radiant Health sauna, they say that a lot of naturopaths or chiropractors and things like that find it beneficial that the heaters go up and sort of can target the neck area and help relax some of those muscles in the sessions and this, that, and the other. Personally, I don't really find a huge difference. I've used saunas with the heaters all the way to the ceiling. Some of the time when they go all the way to the ceiling, it feels like some of the infrared is wasted a little bit, but there are some companies, and in the past I've bought into this idea that, if the heaters go up any higher than the shoulders, that is wasting the infrared. I don't know if I necessarily buy into that now because I've used so many saunas, and you can get a good sweat in a sauna where the heaters, go up marginally high. I don't like to see them go all the way to the ceiling. I'd like to see at least 6 to 12 inches from the ceiling. I like to see them stop because unless you're standing in the sauna, no part of your body is ever going to be up quite that high. Now, if you had somebody that's 6'5" or 6'6" in a sauna and they're, super, super tall, it is necessary to have taller heaters. But as far as, I haven't noticed a huge difference between the shorter heaters and the somewhat taller ones. Now, the cheaper saunas like, trying to think, the Dynamic or the Golden designs that I was in that had heaters all the way to the ceiling, those definitely took a little bit longer to heat up, but as long as it's a well-designed and well-powered sauna, there's enough wattage in the power supply and things like that. As a general rule, both the Radiant Health and the Clearlight Premier are great choices. Both of them work awesome. It really just depends on what you're looking for. Let me benefit the user more. It just depends on what you're looking for. I honestly think you'd be fine with either sauna. I personally would be happy with either one. I tend to lean towards the Radiant Health just a little bit. There's other design characteristics and things about it that I like. There's a couple of features, like it has a heated bench and delayed start built into the control panel, but those might not be big selling points for you. I think you'd be fine in the Clearlight. If you already have one of those on order, I would stick with it. If you're still assessing, what I would say is go watch my, if you go on YouTube and you type in Radiant Health EMF review, and then you go and type Clearlight Premier EMF review, you should see a video from me in both saunas doing the exact same thing. I take the camera off the tripod and I pan around. You can see the EMF readings, you can see other things. That'll give you an idea of what the look and the feel is like when you're in there. Maybe one of them appeals to you a little bit more than the other if you haven't already ordered it, but both of them will work on a 15 amp circuit, so regular household circuit up to a 2-person. As soon as you go 2-person and larger, that's no longer the case. You'd have to have a dedicated 20 amp line, but maybe those will help you. If it were me and you haven't purchased it yet, I'd probably pick the Radiant Health. If you have purchased it and you got a Clearlight Premier on order, I would stick with that. Either one will serve you well and you'd be happy with both of them. So hope that helps, Chris. If not, let me know in the comments and I'll make you a video tomorrow. Have a great day, guys.